Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Makes the catch on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Spartans want to move quickly. These are the type of throws that can make the Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all Michigan State fans go green, go white, go green, go white.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talked about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. It's Child. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success. That's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gates. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run going.
Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got his man across the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those conversions.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
He's going to throw deep right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Spartans are in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Child. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for space. It's Greer. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going.
Pulls it in. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bulldog. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the gun. Give on the inside. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Child. Getting some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. Here's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the misfire, it's second down. Power football with the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there, but they've got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Finds a man in the middle. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that framing, and he used it right there to his advantage.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chain. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Greer. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it, not going to throw the football off the RPO, and just let my back get some positive yards. If they're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Fresno State! What a catch and run for 6. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Child. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Spartans will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's looking on the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower. We get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Back to throw, it's Child. It's complete on the right side. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. To the air on first down. They're trying to unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Going up top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lining up to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did. The quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Wood. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. Bulls his way forward. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Bolden finds his man on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Wood. Looking deep. Catches right inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fresno State! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And off from the shotgun. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. coming after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns. How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A straight downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Let's go! Running it to the right. Can't get him to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan State! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Fair catch, called for and made. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. start the fourth quarter. It'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's Child. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice for them, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Wood. Going for the big play. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Have them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On the critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Snagged in the middle. It's Greer.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Wood. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Unloads to the wide out. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Snags it over the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Spartans have taken it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Greer. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Wood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.